We get great students who come to Gordon College, wonderful goals, spiritual people who really care about other people, care about making a difference in the world. And I think while they're at Gordon, they receive some skills and abilities and passion, knowledge to help them move from here to become agents of change, agents of renewal. But I think vocation for most of our students is it's kind of nebulous. It's hard to get your hands around that idea of vocation and calling. In the scriptures, the calling is usually toward following Christ and living for Him. It isn't as focused on what we usually think of as vocation. So it takes this entire community to help students think about that. The Career Center, academic advisors, resident directors, a number of people are involved with the chapel office. There's a lot of personal contact between my staff and students. In the residence hall where the resident directors live, I mean, the reason we have professionals living in the residence halls is because of that contact. We want them to get to know students. We want them to be able to be involved with caring and mentoring. We have a counseling center with 3 staff and very available to students. About 20% of our students are using the counseling center. The orientation program is all about helping students transition into Gordon well so that they have a successful experience. Levita is a part of my area as well. Spiritual formation, team building, leadership development. We'll have about 90 of our freshmen out on that program starting this weekend, and they'll spend 12 days together in the wilderness, and they'll come here after already having gotten to know each other quite well and forming a small group. And so it's very oriented toward a personal touch, mentoring, caring, but also a balance of this challenge and support. If you give a student too much support and not enough challenge, they're not going to really grow. But if you give too much challenge and not enough support, they don't grow. And it varies from person to person, as you would think. It's not necessarily the same for everybody. So the accountability within the community, holding people responsible for their actions, challenging them to another level and their growth and development, whether it be intellectual or personal, is very much a part of what we try to do. I think there's a quality education here, and there's a holistic education. It's not just about the mind, the life of the mind. It is about that, and that's very important, but it's also about the whole person and the spiritual dimension and so forth.